Kate Beckinsale shines on screen, but her personal life is full of scars. From secret affairs with married men to steamy adventures that even the tabloids found shocking, Kate Beckinsale's love life is a roller coaster of passionate romances to serious health issues and emotional breakdowns in later years. Join us as we uncover never-before-revealed truths about Kate Beckinsale and take a look at some of her rarest photos. Even in her 20 seconds, Kate Beckinsale wasn't a name associated with scandal. On the contrary, she was often described as an introverted type, someone who preferred books over flings. During her college years at Oxford University in the 1,990 seconds, Kate had a budding romance with Edmund Moriarty, a classmate and fellow member of the drama club. They grew close through rehearsals, transforming into characters together on stage. It was never a deep, passionate love, but it was her first experience combining her love for the arts with a glimpse of romance. But then, the lights of Hollywood changed everything. The name that truly put Kate on the map in both the media and matters of the heart was Michael Sheen. In 1995, they met during a touring production of The Seagull. It only took a few dates for them to realize they couldn't stay away from each other. Their relationship moved so fast that within just a few weeks, they had already moved in together. The love between Kate and Sheen was like a whirlwind, intense, passionate, all-consuming, a mix of love, desire, and endless nights. Throughout their 8 years together, they never considered getting married. Still, 4 years into the relationship, Kate gave birth to their daughter, Lily, and their small family was seen as a marriage in everything but name. Looking back, Kate once admitted she felt a bit awkward that Sheen had never proposed, not even as a joke, but that never really bothered her. On the contrary, Kate insisted that it was only after meeting Sheen that her life truly found its course. In Kate's eyes, Sheen was the kind of man who would always protect the one he loved. She felt safe and happy being wrapped in his care. At times, that love even came through in fierce ways. Once after giving birth and returning to film Golden Ball, Kate forgot a line during a scene which angered her co-star, Jeremy Northam. He stormed into the dressing room to scold her. That rudeness made Sheen so furious that he charged in and punched Northam, defending Kate in the most raw, instinctive way. To the public, they looked like the embodiment of happiness. They appeared glowing side by side, and with their daughter Lily, they painted a picture of a warm, loving family. But the truth was different. In 2003, the media erupted when Kate became involved in a new romance. While filming the first Underworld movie, she met Len Wiseman, the director behind the project. At first, Kate simply wanted to convince Wiseman to give Sheen a role, but no one expected the spark that would quickly ignite between her and Wiseman. Secret kisses in the dark, intimate moments behind the scenes. Everything soon went beyond professional boundaries. The only problem, Wiseman was already married. His wife, Dana, a kindergarten teacher, didn't take long to realize her husband was having an affair. Dana openly accused Wiseman, and he quickly filed for divorce. Soon after, the news spread like wildfire. All of Hollywood was buzzing. Public backlash followed. The press swarmed, and Kate didn't take long to accept Wiseman's proposal. The ring on her finger at the time was considered one of the most dazzling engagement rings in Hollywood. Not long after, the two held a small weekend wedding in Los Angeles. To the public, it was a fairy tale romance, a glamorous star, and a successful director. They showed up together at every event, from dazzling red carpets to lively Halloween parties, always shining with a sense of elegance and smiles that never faded in front of the cameras. But if you looked a little closer, you'd see that those smiles seemed to be just a facade. Still, after marrying director Len Wiseman, many believed she had finally found a peaceful haven. Yet, the reality was filled with distance. They rarely appeared like a normal couple. No children, no private nights, only the constant appearances hand in hand at red carpet events and parties. Busy schedules and individual ambitions turned the marriage into a public arrangement, lacking any true warmth of family life. By 2015, things began to fall apart. People stopped seeing Kate and Len together, and the wedding rings disappeared from their hands. When Wiseman officially filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, the media once again exploded. This time, with news that he had been spotted cozying up with a young model. The story felt like déjà vu. Wiseman had once left his former wife to be with Kate, And now, it was Kate's turn to experience betrayal. Instead of wallowing in the image of a heartbroken wife, Kate chose a different path. She saw it as Len's loss, not hers. Single, wealthy, and full of desire, she quickly launched into a string of headline-grabbing romances with younger men. In 2017, at the age of 44, Kate publicly dated comedian Matt Rife, a handsome 21-year-old with rock-hard abs and a radiant smile. Some fans praised her for breaking norms, while others mocked her as looking desperate. Kate didn't care. She insisted she owed no one an explanation. Though Matt was smitten with Kate, the flash of paparazzi quickly overwhelmed him. In less than a year, the relationship fell apart, but Kate didn't shy away from the cougar label. She embraced it as a symbol of defiance. By the end of 2018, Kate once again stirred up headlines when she was caught passionately kissing British comedian Jack Whitehall in a nightclub. The two were also seen entering a luxury hotel together that same night, though the scandal lasted only a few days before fading from the news cycle. Then came Pete Davidson, perhaps Kate's most high-profile romance. In 2019, Pete had just split from singer Ariana Grande when rumors swirled that he was dating Kate. He was 20 years younger with a dark sense of humor and sad eyes that Kate found particularly attractive. The two were spotted leaving a Golden Globes afterparty together and later shared a very public kiss at a hockey game, an image that went viral on social media. Public opinion immediately split into two camps, one mocking, the other praising. For 4 months, they endured harsh judgment, even from Matt Rife, Kate's ex-boyfriend. When asked what advice he'd give Pete, Matt sarcastically said he should enjoy it while it lasts and then run. Kate stayed silent, but Pete fired back, calling the comments stupid and sexist. He insisted their relationship had nothing to do with public opinion and that Hollywood had long been filled with age gap couples. Around the same time, 4 years after their split, she officially finalized her divorce from director Len Wiseman, closing a long chapter filled with echoes. Then came 2020 and the global pandemic. He insisted their relationship had nothing to do with public opinion and that Hollywood had long been filled with age gap couples. Around the same time, 4 years after their split, she officially finalized her divorce from director Len Wiseman, closing a long chapter filled with echoes. Kate sat next to him holding her dog, looking half adorable, half alluring. But like many quarantine romances, this one faded when the city reopened. By the end of 2020, Kate quietly unfollowed her young boyfriend and scrubbed every trace of him from her social media. Since then, Kate seemed to become more of a headline for romantic rumors than new roles. In April 2022, she made waves after being spotted with Jason Momoa at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. A single gesture, him gallantly offering his coat, was enough for the press to label them as an item. Momoa later denied it, claiming they had only chatted about England, where he was filming Aquaman 2. But in Hollywood, every tiny gesture is read like a romantic signal. A year later, it was Matt Atwater's turn to make headlines. Photos of him wrapping his arm around Kate's waist in the streets of New York quickly went viral, branding them the next hot couple. The peak came in January 2025 at Netflix's Golden Globes afterparty. Beckinsale, then 51, unexpectedly reunited with ex-boyfriend Matt Rife. Paparazzi caught them laughing, hugging backstage, and even rumors of a kiss began swirling. Despite the PR team's quick denial, the images had already spread too far to contain. Once again, Kate found herself in the center of a media storm. But after that event, she chose silence. No more new boyfriends, no more witty interview comebacks, no more surprise paparazzi moments. Instead, Kate poured her energy into her work. She's now seen focusing on film projects, most notably the highly anticipated Lioness and a new installment in the Underworld series. For many, it signaled that Beckinsale had finally stepped out of the tabloid whirlwind to fully embrace her career. Once dubbed the Queen of Age Gap Romances, a star unafraid to challenge expectations, Kate now carries an air of maturity and composure. Maybe the wild years were enough. Now what she seeks might simply be a safe creative space where her name is linked to film, not gossip. To fans, this shift is a welcome change. They hope upcoming headlines will focus more on her performances and artistic breakthroughs than her dating life. And perhaps Kate herself wants to remind the world behind the turbulent private life is an artist still seeking meaning in every role, ready to step out of the shadow of scandal and reclaim her place as a true leading lady.